Good evening. The name of the article Effect of a Jaloka Avcharana in Inflammatory Eye Disease, published by the International Journal of Pharmacy and the Analytical Research, written by the Dr. Santosh Kumar Shah, Dr. Prakruti Ji and Dr. Sujathamma K. Abstract. The frequently encountered inflammatory condition of the eye are the conjunctivitis, stye, blepharitis, which causes a discomfort, foreign body sensation, discharge, photophobia, pain, blurred vision, and the loss of vision in a severe cases. On stimulating these conditions to the disease explained in Ayurveda, conjunctivitis is correlated with the apishandaha, stye, and the anjanamika, and the blepharitis with the krumi granthi. According to Acharya Sushruta, Abhishanda is a prime cause for a Sarvanga Netra Roga. In modern science, antibiotics, analgesics, anti-inflammatory, and the steroid are the line of treatment in all inflammatory eye diseases where a long-term administration is needed. Apart from these drugs having an adverse effect, they are expensive. As soon as the influence of these drugs are withdrawn, the effective organism resume their growth and multiply with the reoccurrence of a sign and symptoms, thus forcing the rationale of a treatment to keep the drugs continuously in contact with the infected tissue. Netra being a pitta and a rakta pradhana indriya, an inflammation process manifesting in the tissue can be mainly attributed to a variation of a pitta and rakta. Jaloka Ucharana has been explained in our science under the Rakta Mokshana, where it has a vivid importance in treating the Netra Roga by combining pitta and rakta. These papers attempt to explain the importance of a Jaloka Ucharana in treating the inflammatory eye diseases. Introduction. Inflammatory ophthalmic disorders like conjunctivitis, stye, blepharitis are commonly seen in our clinical practice. Chronic cases are very challenging to treat. Inflammation is a defense reaction in order to eliminate the limit of a spirit injurious agent as well as to remove the consequent necrosed cell and tissue. On stimulating these conditions to the disease explained in Ayurveda, conjunctivitis is correlated with the abhishandaha. Stye is correlated with the anjananamika, and blepharitis is with the krumi granthi. Abhishanda, which is one of the one among the 17 sarvagatah netra rogaha mentioned in the Ayurvedic science, it is characterized by the excessive discharge from all the sides of an eye due to a strotostanyadah. Then Abhishanda will become a causative factor of all eye disease, which is a manifest as a result of inflammation if not treated properly. On the basis of a clinical presentation, it can be correlated with the conjunctivitis, which is an inflammatory condition of the conjunctivitis and presented with a discharge, burning sensation, photophobia, and the foreign body sensation. Anjanamika, which is one of the Vartmagata Netra Roga, predominated by the Rakta dosha, characterized by a pidaka, that is a swelling, daha, that is a burning, toda, that is a prickling sensation, and a tamra varna, that is a coppery color with the ruja and a pain. On the basis of a clinical presentation, it can be correlated with the stye, which is a supportive inflammation of the lash follicle. It is associated with the glands of the eyes of a mole characterized by the acute pain, swelling of a lid, mild watering, and photophobia. Krumi Granthi, which is one of the Sandhigata Netra Roga mentioned in Ayurvedic classic, characterized by the Kandu, that is itching, Osha means a burning sensation, and the Pakshma Potaha, that is an boil on a lid margin, and a Puyastrava means a discharge. On the basis of a clinical presentation, it can be correlated with the blepharitis, which is an inflammatory condition of the eyelid margin presented with itching, irritation, occasional watering, falling of the eyelashes, and the deposit of a whitish material on the lid margin. As per the contemporary science, these inflammatory conditions are treated with the steroid, topical and the systemic anti-inflammatory analgesic, topical and the systemic antibiotic. But in a chronic cases, a long-term administration of a medication is needed, which have an adverse effect, expensive, and a chance of reoccurrence. Then Jaloka Ucharana, that is a leech application which is a mention in Ayurvedic classic, is a best and effective method of Rakta Mokshan to subside easy availability of a leech and can be applied to a children as well as in a very old patient whose increased its application nowadays and popularly practiced as a leech therapy or Hirudu therapy. Jaloka, that is a leech, very extensive information of a Jalokas and a Jaloka Ucharana is explained in a depth by the Ayurvedic scientist in treating a different diseases condition of the eye. Acharya Sushruta explained the Vahivedali regarding a Jaloka Ucharana, where he has dealt in a separate chapter in a Sutrasthana. The term Jaloka may be etymologically interpreted to mean a creature whose life or whose longevity is in a depend upon the water, whereas a derivative of a meaning of a term Jaloka is based upon the fact of their dwelling in a water. Jaloka, having a soothing property, should be used in sucking and the viated blood. These are classified as a Savisha and a Nirvisha Jaloka based on the Lakshana. Nirvisha Jaloka has been taken for the treatment which act by the correcting the viated Rakta and Pitta dosha. The leech is a segmented worm, belongs to a phylum Annelida, class Sileta, and the subclass Hirudinia. It has two suckers. Anterior sucker connect the host of the feeding and posterior for attaching to the host. Leeches has three jaws in a sucker which is perfectly designed for sucking. Each jaw has an approximately 100 teeth. Once leech attaches themselves to the skin and start sucking, the saliva enters the puncture site along with the enzymes and a component responsible for all these beneficial effects. Enzymes are hyaluronidase, leech derivative tractase, Eglins, factor XA inhibitor, carboxypeptides A. Inhibitor, histamine like substances, acetylcholine, anesthetic substances. Increases, these are hyaluronidase increases the interstitial viscosity and the antibiotic. Leech derivative tryptase inhibitor inhibit the proteolytic enzyme of a host mast cell. Aglians anti-inflammatory inhibit the activity of alpha chymotrypsin kinase substitute elastase and the cathepsin G factor XA inhibitor inhibit the activity of a coagulation factor XA by forming the equimolar complexes. Carboxypeptidase A inhibitor increases the inflow of blood at the bite site. Histamine-like substances or an acetylcholine are the vasodilator and the anesthetic substances as an anesthetic. Jaloka Ucharana is an unique specialized therapy in Ayurveda explained under the Rakta Mokshana, which is helpful in correcting the viated Rakta and Pitta dosha. There is an indication of this therapy in case of emergency, even in a person with a contraindicated for a Rakta Mokshana procedure. Among the indication, Netra is also one. Jaloka Ucharana provides a beneficial effect in the inflammation condition of the eye. This is nothing but the site of application of a Jaloka Ucharana. This is eye structure. We start with this is a supratrochlear artery and the vein. This one is a supraorbital artery and a vein. This is nothing but the lacrimal artery. These are the superficial temporal artery and the vein. These are the transverse facial artery, infraorbital artery, and this is the angular artery and the vein for the eye. In a Retrologa, Acharya have clearly explained Jaloka as in generally applied at the Apanga Sandhi, that is outer canthus, and a Upanasika Siras, that is the inner canthus, Lalata Pradesha, that is a frontal region. These areas are mainly supplied by the branches of a superficial temporal artery, branch of external carotid artery, and the superficial temporal vein. This is a branch of external jugular vein. These superficial temporal artery and vein are the anastomes, with the supraorbital artery and the supraorbital vein, branches of ophthalmic artery and vein. The ophthalmic artery and vein are supplied by various parts of the eyeball and orbit. So, on the application of leech in these areas, the biological active substance of a saliva easily reach to the different parts of the eye and perform their anti-inflammatory action. Application of leech. Nirvish Jaloka are collected from the clean pond, has to be stored in a wide and a new pot containing a clean and a pure water before the usage. Purva Karma, that is a preparation of a leech and the patient. The Jaloka, which is stored in a clean vessel, has been taken out and activated using a turmeric water. The patient should be made to lie in a Sukhasan, and the site where a Jaloka has to be applied should be rubbed using a Gomaya Churna. Pradhana Karma, the decided site after rubbing with the Gomaya Churna, the Jaloka has to be applied over it. When it makes its mouth in the shape of a horse hoof, lifts up its neck, then it should be understand as it has a bite at the proper side. When then its body has to be covered with a small thin cotton deep in water. If a pain and itching develops at the site, then it should be understand that sucking a pure blood. Paschata Karma, by putting a sandal over its mouth, it has to be removed and made to omit completely by using a haridra. Otherwise, a disease called as the Indra Madha will attack a jalokas. The part should be a bandaged consciously. Mode of action. Medicinal leech is a small factory to manufacture many biological active substances which reduces the inflammation by the following ways. And these are improves the blood circulation and reduces the congestion occurs due to the hirudin. It inhibits the blood coagulation by binding to the thrombin. Then a carboxy peptide is A inhibitor. It increases the inflow of blood at the bite site. Then acetylcholine is nothing but the peripheral vasodilator. It causes a vasodilation and increases the blood circulation. Anti-inflammatory action on the nerves occur due to the bedelins. It has an anti-inflammatory effects and inhibit the trypsin, plasmin, and the acrosin like serine protease, which cleave peptide bond in a protein. And Iglins are the anti-inflammatory protein. It inhibits the activities of the alpha chymotrypsin and the kinase substilinase neutrophilic protease esterase. Then antibiotic properties and the anesthetic action due to the hyaluronidase. It has an antibiotic property. It facilitates the penetration and the diffusion of pharmacological active substances into the deeper tissue. Anesthetic substances. Saliva has an anesthetic substances which reduces the pain during the sucking of blood and also after the therapy. Contraindication of the leech application: hemorrhagic diseases, absolute hemophilia, pregnancy, severe anemia, allergy to a leech, active TB, high temperature, immune compromised patient and severely ill, and a bedridden. Discussion: when leeches are applied over the site, they inject a biological active substances through the saliva, which has a property like an anti-inflammatory that helps in arresting the inflammation. Vasodilator increases the blood flow at the affected area and reduce the congestion. Anesthetic substances reduce the pain during the sucking of the blood, and the hyaluronidase facilitate the penetration and the diffusion. of a pharmacological active substances into the deeper tissue. Jaloka Ucharana is having an important role in treating a Raktaja Vyadhi by doing a Rakta Mokshana. Among all the Rakta Mokshana procedure, the commonest is being a Jaloka Ucharana due to its easy uh, applicability, painless and the devoid of the complication. The number of a seating of a Jaloka Ucharana has to be decided depending on the chronicity. Our Acharya were clearly about those facts regarding Jaloka Ucharana where they have been advocated judiciously the uses of it and in such a delicate and important organ eye. The procedure Jaloka Ucharana is very effective, simple and can be applied to the children as well as in a very old patient who increase its application nowadays and popularly practiced as a leech therapy or the hirodotherapy. Nice. This article is nice for knowing the mode of action and the effect of a Jaloka Ucharana, how it is uh, beneficial in the inflammatory eye disorder. Thank you so much for listening.